Hi everyone, I'm Jerry Guo. Today we will be talking about some important techniques of studying math, which is how to avoid making careless mistakes. I believe many students will lose marks due to careless mistakes. Some can even go up to 20 marks, and that happened to me as well. So I was thinking hard how to prevent that, and I came out with my own method. And after practicing that, I could constantly complete about 2-hour exam in 45 minutes and still achieve 95% accuracy. I've shared my method with some of my students and they find it very effective also. So can careless mistakes be avoided? The answer is yes. Many students think careless mistakes are random, but most of them are actually not. Some are due to a confusion in certain part of a concept, while others could be due to a habit. And these two types of mistakes can actually be reduced a lot or even prevented if following this method. So now let's talk about the detailed steps. First, prepare a notebook like this one. This is the place for us to record down your own careless mistakes. Yes, record them down, because many careless mistakes do repeat themselves. Secondly, identify one of your own careless mistakes, especially those made by you a few times. Here I'm going to give you an example. In this equation, square root x squared plus 9 equals to 2x minus 3. When students see this, they straight away take square root for x squared and 9 respectively. So they wrote x plus 3 equals to 2x minus 3. Then they get x equals to 6. They subconsciously feel that square root x squared plus 9 can be split into x plus 3. However, this is not correct. You cannot split a square root if it is a plus or minus inside. So this actually reflects a confusion of the concept. In fact, you can only split a square root when it is multiply or division inside. Like this one, square root a squared times b squared can be split into square root a squared times square root b squared, which become a times b. So after understanding the mistake, the next step is to write it down in a clear way. You need to first copy down your mistake, following exactly the way it appears, because this is a step we tend to follow. And then use a different color to highlight the mistakes. After that, you should write down the correct one and show some contrast. Let's see how this can be done. For the example just now, first copy down your original steps. After that, use a red pen to draw a big cross at the place where the mistake is made, like the one I did. Also, underline the x plus 3 so you can see clearly where the mistake is. And then, we need to raise it to the concept level. The root of the mistake is actually students thought square root x squared plus 3 squared can be split into can be split into square root x squared plus square root 3 squared. But this is not correct. So, you see I actually use a different color pen to highlight the plus sign and the not equal sign. So you can use whatever striking symbol to remind yourself, like the exclamation marks here. After that, I wrote down the correct formula to be remembered, which is square root x squared multiplied 3 squared can be split into square root x squared multiplied square root 3 squared. See the contrast. If it is plus, you cannot split. If it is multiplied, you can split. And then for this question, let's write down the correct method, which is actually you should square both sides to remove the square roots to solve the equation. So take note that I use different colors and I draw lines, arrows to highlight the key parts. Okay, bear in mind that the purpose is to let yourself understand your own mistake quickly. So try read it again after you write it down. If you can identify your mistake in less than 3 seconds, you are doing it well. Otherwise, you need to highlight your mistake more effectively. This method though needs some consistent effort. You need to add more and more of your own mistakes in your booklet. So try analyze every test paper immediately after you get it back. So once you've accumulated enough careless mistakes, and then the last step is to browse through those mistakes you wrote down before your tests or exams. You just need 5 minutes and you will realize that you will tend to actually avoid you will tend to avoid the same type of mistakes again. By doing this, I was actually able to prevent 90% of my own careless mistakes. So I believe you could do the same. So start practicing today and hope you can achieve A for your maths as well.